Good morning, students. We are discussing about torque on a coil in magnetic field. Already that concept completed. Today we are going to discuss moving coil galvanometer. Moving coil galvanometer. MCG. Moving coil galvanometer is a device which is used to measure and detect small amount of currents in the circuit. The order of the current measured by the moving coil galvanometer is 10 power minus 9 amperes. Up to 10 power minus 9 amperes, this is the order of the current we can measure by using this moving coil galvanometer. Now, what is the moving coil galvanometer? Listen what. This moving coil galvanometer consists a rectangular copper coil which is suspended from a fixed point, from a point that is called T1 with a pass for branch wire. This wire is a pass for branch wire. Pass for branch wire. The pass for branch wire. Now the pass for branch wire contains a mirror. Here M is the mirror. This is called torsion point, or consider T1 as a terminal T1. Now this is from this point, this is the fast power branch wire. This is a rectangular circular coil which is wounded on a cylindrical aluminum cylinder. For example, if we consider this is a cylinder, if you wound a coil on this, if you wound a copper wire on this, we can get a rectangular shape. That rectangular shape coil is suspended from T1. Now this coil is suspended from T1 in the magnetic field produced by horseshoe magnets. So these are the poles of horseshoe magnet. Horseshoe, actually the poles are concave shaped poles, south pole north or north to south. Now the magnetic field, these are the poles in the diagram like this. Now between these poles we suspended the coil, copper coil like this from point T1. Now the magnetic field produced by this concave shaped poles is nothing but radial magnetic field, the spherical magnetic field. It produces radial magnetic field. Not a magnetic field is not along any plane. It is in 3 dimension. Magnetic field between these poles is in 3 dimensional. Now this is the radial magnetic field. Now the final point is a copper coil is suspended in the radial magnetic field between the concave shaped poles from point T1 by using fast power branch wire. Here M is the mirror. Here this mirror is used to detect the deflection of the coil by lamp and scale arrangements. Okay. Other end of the copper coil is connected to pass power branch spring, let be G. Now this spring is connected to another terminal T2. Now when you connect these T1, T2 terminals to the battery, the current further to the source. When you connect T1, T2 terminals to the source nothing but to the battery, the current flows in the coil. Now what is the principle of this moving coil galvanometer? Moving coil galvanometer works on the principle when current carrying coil is placed in magnetic field, torque acts on it. Current carrying coil in a magnetic field experiences a torque. This is the principle of a moving coil galvanometer. Already we know when we placed a current carrying coil in a magnetic field, what is the torque acting on the coil? Torque tau is equal to BIAN sin theta. This is the torque. That means when current carrying coil is in magnetic field, torque acts on that coil. That is the principle. When you connect T1 comma T2 terminals to the battery, now current flows through the coil. Now already coil is in the magnetic field, radial magnetic field, radial. Already the coil is in the radial magnetic field between the concave shaped poles. That's why the coil deflects due to that magnetic field. That is the principle of moving coil galvanometer. But since the magnetic field is radial between the concave shaped poles, for every position of the plane of the coil, for every position of this plane, every position of this coil, the magnetic field lines are parallel. This is the coil we suspended in the magnetic field. But the magnetic field is radial magnetic field, radial. For every position, now for this position of the coil, the magnetic field lines are parallel. If the coil is in this position, the magnetic field lines are parallel. The magnetic field lines exist parallel. If you consider this position of the coil, the magnetic field lines exists parallel to the plane of the coil. For every position of the coil, the magnetic field lines exist parallel to the plane of the coil. When the magnetic field lines are parallel to the plane of the coil, maximum amount of torque acts on the coil. Torque means turning effect of force. When torque acts on the coil rotates. This coil rotates in the magnetic field. How much angle it is rotated? We can measure by using this mirror. Okay. Now here, since the magnetic field between this concave shaped poles is radial, for every position of the coil, the magnetic field lines are parallel to the plane of the coil. That's why maximum amount of torque acts on the coil. That's why coil deflects. Here coil deflects means initial coil position is done. Let it be, this is the position of the coil. Now when we connect T1 comma T2 terminals to the battery, current flows in the coil. That's why torque acts. That's why it rotates like this. That is called deflecting torque. Deflecting torque. This deflecting torque is nothing but maximum torque. What is the maximum torque? BIAN. If N is the total number of turns, A is the area of the coil, I is the current in the coil, B is the magnetic field between the poles. Now torque acting on the coil is nothing but a BIN. Now because of the torque, when you connect the T1, T2 to the terminals, current flows in the coil, torque acts. Because of torque, it rotates. And then it deflects from its original position. That's why that is called deflecting torque. But this coil is suspended in the magnetic field by pass per branch wire. Pass per branch wire. Now, when the coil rotates like this, the pass per branch wire, the end of this pass per branch, let's see is the end of this pass per branch wire. This end also rotates, twists like this, The pass per branch wire and query, the end, nothing but C at point C, the pass per branch wire twists like this. Since the coil rotates, the pass per branch wire also twists. Due to deflecting torque, the coil rotated, deflected like this. But inside the pass per branch wire, when the torque develops, the torque is called restoring torque. That restoring torque always tries to take this coil to original position. Due to deflecting torque, the coil is deflected like this, but inside the pass per branch wire, when the torque develops, that is called restoring torque. Because of that restoring torque, the coil again tries to comes to original position. If C is the couple per unit twist, couple per unit twist of pass per branch wire, torque per unit twist. If the pass per branch wire rotated by an angle theta, torque is C theta. C is couple torque per unit twist. If the pass per branch wire twisted 1 degree, now restoring torque C into 1. If the pass per branch wire twisted by 2 degrees, restoring torque 2C. Per degree torque is C. 1 degree and C into 1. 2 degrees means 2 into C. If the pass per branch wire rotated by 3 degrees, now restoring torque 3 into C. like that. If C is the couple per unit twist of pass per branch wire, now restoring torque is equal to C theta. Here theta is deflection of the coil. Deflection of the coil or angle twisted by the pass per branch wire. Now in equilibrium, there are two torques on this coil. One is BAN deflecting, another one is in the pass per branch wire, due to pass per branch wire, that is restoring. In the equilibrium, BAN is equal to takes C theta. Now from that we can write I is equal to C theta divided by BAN. Here I is current flowing through the coil. Now we can write here I is equal to C by BAN theta. Now I is equal to K theta. Here K is equal to constant, that value is BA by N. Now this is the current through the coil, that is the theta is the angle of deflection of the coil. Now here K is constant, that's why I am writing I directly proportional to theta. Means I directly proportional to theta means the deflection of the coil is directly proportional to current in the coil. If more amount of current flows through the coil, if the current is more, deflection is more. If the current in the coil is less, deflection is less. This is also called as a principle of galvanometer. Now this is the explanation of galvanometer. Now here we suspended this rectangular copper coil from T1 by using pass per branch wire. What is the use of pass per branch wire? Pass per branch wire has a high Young's modulus, low rigidity modulus. High Young's modulus. High Young's modulus means it will not elongate more. If pass per branch wire elongates more, what happens? The coil comes out from the field, comes out from the poles. That's why effect of the magnetic field decreases on this coil. Ether like this. Let me consider these are two concave shaped poles. Now if the pass per branch wire elongates, now coil comes out the field like this. Now the effect of the magnetic field decreases on this wire. And the pass per branch wire has low rigidity modulus, means it can easily twistable. If it is hard, when deflecting torque acts on this coil, if the pass per branch wire is hard, it will not deflect. Why? Means this is the suspended wire is very hard. If it is hard, it will not deflect. That's why pass per branch wire, we took pass per branch wire, it is easily twistable. It is easily twistable. That's why the coil deflects easily in the magnetic field. That is the advantage of pass per branch wire here. Next here, to increase the strength of the magnetic field at the center of a coil, we place one iron cylinder at the center of the coil. What is the advantage of this iron cylinder at the center of the coil? When we place that iron cylinder at the center of the coil, it attracts maximum number of magnetic field lines, to pass through it. Means maximum number of magnetic field lines can pass through this iron cylinder like this. That means at the center of the coil, strength of the magnetic field increases. If the strength of the magnetic field increases, deflecting torque is more. The coil deflects more. Means that effect is more. This is the advantage of this iron cylinder which is placed at the center. Now finally, moving coil galvanometer is a device. It is used to measure a current, and detect the current, whether there is a current in the circuit or not. To detect that current, we can use the moving coil galvanometer. The order of the current measured by the moving coil galvanometer is 10 power minus 9 amperes. The principle is, when a current carrying coil is placed in magnetic field, it experiences a torque. That is the principle. This is the construction and working of the coil. This is the explanation. Finally, the deflection of the coil is directly proportional to current. This is also, we can say, this is also the principle of a galvanometer. Okay, see this.